Liam Woods, New South Wales, bone marrow transplant, Westmead Hospital, Sydney. If you'd asked me 9.5 years ago when I underwent the transplant if I'd be here pulling on the green and gold and playing for Australia, I would have laughed at you. I still remember to this day the moment the doctor told me that I had leukemia. I went into shock. I didn't know what to think, and then made the difficult phone calls to my parents and my wife Amanda to tell them the news, and that I had to go to the Mater Hospital in Newcastle to undergo treatment. Following those 3 months with my wife being 7 months pregnant and having a 15-month-old as well, we went through a lot of mental, physical and emotional challenges to get to the transplant. And during the transplant process, it was just very tough on our family. We made it through. I lost 20 kilos during the transplant journey. I lost a lot of muscle and I struggled to walk even 5 to 10 meters a day without losing my breath. To be here today, to be captain of this amazing side, it is just something truly remarkable. The journey that we've all been on, and these guys are truly inspirational in their own rights. We've shared many stories, we've shared all our experiences, and everyone is unique. And I'm proud to be the captain of this team, proud to stand alongside these boys on the park. We showed mateship, we showed true blue grit and determination. And to be part of this Australian team and to represent Australia on the international football stage is something I will never forget. Today I'm honouring my donor. Without her and her family's commitment and approval to be my donor, I wouldn't be here today having this second chance of life. My family, my wife Amanda and my kids. Without them, I wouldn't be here today. I almost died 3 times. With the cancer diagnosis, leukemia, going through the transplant process and then becoming septic. If it wasn't for my wife Amanda, I wouldn't be here. She urged me to go and have a blood test, to go and get things checked out to make sure that it wasn't just something else or just wasn't stress. And to find out it was cancer, it was hard. But we battled through it together. She's my absolute rock. She's the why, and so are my kids. To my other family and friends, the support back home, you've been amazing. You've inspired me to continue to push on through the hard times, through the aches and pains that this tournament has brought through. Thank you to everyone back home. I really appreciate the support, the continued messages that you send through. It's lifted us as a team. It's inspired me to continue to go on, so thank you very much. This team is truly remarkable. To listen to their stories one by one, to listen to what they went through for organ donation, for organ transplantation, it brings tears to my eyes listening to the boys and their struggles. And it just inspires me to continue and to lift as a team, as an individual. We hear many stories of what people go through day in, day out of life struggles, but what these lads have gone through and the bond that we have created here as a team, it's something I'll never forget. And I can't wait to continue to play with these lads throughout the next few years and beyond. During the initial chemo phase that I went through after being diagnosed, it was hard on my body. My body was sick. I was at my low. It was hard being in the hospital bed, waiting for my neutrophils to come back up after having the chemo treatment. It was a big mental struggle. that I wasn't there to support my wife during the pregnancy of our second daughter, and to help with Mackenzie as well. Then after having, when we had Francesca, to hold her for only a month and then have to go to have a transplant and not see my kids for 3 months or even hold them was difficult. I still remember the day that I first got to hold them again. It truly inspired me to keep going, to take that next step, to continue to build my strength and character, and to be ensured that I'm here today, not only to play football for Australia, but to be a great father for these kids, to inspire them to continue to do whatever they want to achieve, no matter what the difficulties that they encounter. And just to encourage them to, no matter what happens, we love them and we are inspired by what they do. After my first round of chemotherapy, I was discharged from hospital and had to go to Westmead Hospital to talk to the doctors down there about receiving a bone marrow transplant. At the time, I was given a 26% chance of surviving if I didn't have the transplant. That number still rings through today, that without my donor, I probably wouldn't be here today. It was a wake-up call. It took a worldwide search for my donor to be found to match up with myself to ensure survival would be as best as it can be. And to this day, I'm forever grateful for what she did for me.